Hello and welcome to Ultimate Recon Gaming here with Johnny, and today we're playing another different type of Minecraft. Yes, I know. We're going to get back to Sky Factory and Medieval NC eventually, maybe, who knows. But it took me a minute to really figure out how to get this thing, why it's lagging and all kinds of other stuff, and I finally fixed it. Hopefully, we might have a couple of frame drops here and there, but we should be fine. There's 121 mods in this pack, and I actually made the pack myself. So eventually I may upload it to Curse Forge, but not for now. Some mods that are in here is Abnormals, the farmer stuff, Mr. Crayfish's guns, and the expansions except for the one with the blunderbuss, the archaic guns. Agriculture's in here. No Tinkers, surprisingly, or Ice and Fire, two of my favorite mods, but this is not what this is about. There's planes and ships and of course journey map. That's one of my favorites as well. But yeah, basically the reason I'm doing this one and made my own is, well, let's how can I start this? So this episode in particular is going to be solely just a building episode. Yes, it's going to be in creative, but it's going to be me building my base. Okay, and this is going to be mostly watching in survival when they watched episodic. So when I say episodic, I'm saying episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. However, there's going to be other episodes beyond that. So like you'll say episode 1.2 and episode 1.10 and episode 1.15 and or episode 3.7, you know. And those episodes are going to be based on when they're recorded by me from the time that they're recorded. So if they're recorded episode 2, it'll be like 2.2, 2.3, and so on and so forth. Those episodes are going to be the creative episodes where I'm building stuff, while the episodics, or except for this one, are going to be me actually playing the game. So basically, in the short, I've created this game in my head, and this is close as I'm going to get to being able to make it as in Minecraft. So, you know, of course, any video game publishers or anything like that that want to contact me and get this game started and made, we can make something here. We got guns, rockets, and atomics as well. We took out my cause, put X lines in. We got never enough currency. Got some Gobber, Mr. Crayfish, of course, like I already said. Roadblocks. Huh. I don't know why it looks like that. Some landmines. I just not realized I didn't put the brewery mod in here. That's going to be changed. That would be something added later. But yeah, we got some all kinds of stuff. Crates in this. Some Christmas and holiday stuff. Grappling hooks, turrets. Again, planes. Spartan is in this. Better fishing rods is in this. A bunch of traffic stuff. Roads and custom NPCs, charge tanks, and cultural delights, which is part of farmers. You got a music mod, which is this is fun to mess with. Chisel, and so on and so forth. So that's what we got. The city planner is also in this too, which we're going to try to use with this. So basically, this game idea that I came up with, I'm trying to find a place for me to build my place. I don't want to be here. Basically, in short, the way I came up with this is there was a game I was thinking of that I think would be kind of cool to be able to play, whatever it was a local, you know, you could play locally, you could play locally with your friends on one console or multiple consoles and connect locally. You can have a private server to connect with friends that are not local, so on and so forth. And then, of course, you can also, you know, like if you had 4 people on an Xbox, on one Xbox, and 3 people on one PlayStation, and two people on two different individual computers, then you can connect through a private server, or if you're local, you can do a private local server. That was kind of my idea. But this game is almost like Minecraft meets Civilization meets a very, very generic military meets trying to think the word, but that's basically what this game is. So basically, you can spawn in as anything. You can spawn in as either I'm going to be a general. Now, of course, there's going to be NPCs, which is not only just why I'm doing this for Minecraft. Oh, Genetics is in this too. I'm not only doing that for Minecraft, but I'm also doing it because in the game that I want, that I'm talking about, that I had a picture of, will also have NPC characters, which of course you can have your own families and so on and so forth. So I'm actually going to do a monarchy general, because the general is going to be the leader of everything. It's like the president or whatever in a way. Or the king. What the frick? I want to know what this tundra is. What? That's just grass? That's a weird grass block. Anyways. So, again, so like I'm going to do a monarchy base, so that way if I have, I can create the kids and stuff and then go from there. So you can, based on what you do, allows you to be whatever. So like if I was doing like a democracy base, well then if I was a general and I got on live, then it would pass on to the next, wouldn't pass on the commander, it would pass on to a random election. And if we did communism, then it would pass on to the commander. I know that's not necessarily accurate, but that's the way I want it to be. And then if we did, I'm doing monarchy, so it's going to pass on to my next of kin. The frick? So yeah, little Easter eggs, I guess, kind of cool. What was the thing next to it? Is it just Lapis just chilling there? Nice. But so yeah, each group starts with a base. There's 7 different types of bases. We got the basic base, which is just if you just want to generalize, okay, this is the base I want, then yeah, but you won't get any citizens. Citizens is what's gonna matter by the end of all this. But if you have citizens, then you also could have issues. Don't touch my gold. The frick is this supposed to be from? Huh. But so yeah, like I said, there's citizens are going to be what helps you make income. You don't necessarily need them, but yeah. And that's why I said the custom NPCs are going to come in a lot of handy here. So I'm actually probably going to do a town civilized base. Which the civilized bases, there's 4 different civilized bases: town, village, town, city, and metropolis. Each have their own benefits. Each lose their benefits. So each level spawns in a certain amount of adults, which we'll do by dice roll rather than randomization, which the game will do. But we don't have that randomization on here. So you have, trying to find a nice place and I can't find one. So yeah, you'll have randomization on adults, randomization on kids. The town starts with 20 houses, the village starts with 10. I think the city starts with 50, and the metropolis starts with 100. Second. I wouldn't have to worry about that. Of course, there'll be wildlife in the actual game. There's not much wildlife in this because Minecraft. I couldn't really do an animal mod because it was just too taxing, and so we just got our generic ones, but we'll have the zombies and stuff to make up for that. We'll just call those zombies wildlife instead of zombies. Well, I'll probably say zombie, but basically that's what I'm telling them to be. Instead of zombies and skeletons and creepers, it'll be wildlife. But yeah, so, and then there's also two other bases. You have the defensive base and the offensive base. So what I'm going to do is actually, there's going to be 7 different builds I want to make. 6 for the NPCs and 1 for myself, and that's not including extra cities or villages or towns or anything like that. But there's going to be 7 bases I want to build, and 1 for myself and 6 for the others. They represent each base. So for the basic base, you're getting, you have your 1 general, you'll have 1 commander, you'll have 3 sergeants, 2 farms within the base, 25 soldiers, 3 of them being medics, 2 of them being engineers, 15 being infantry, and 5 being recruits. You'll have, weapon-wise, you'll have 5 sniper rifles, a whole row of ammo just for that sniper rifle. Those are foxes. What the frick is that? Sheep from genetics. You'll have 10 assault rifles, which would be 2 double chests full of ammo, 5 shotguns, 1 chest full of ammo, 1 RPG, 2 stacks of ammo, which I think we have RPGs. Hope so. If we don't, that might. Yeah, we do. Thanks to the combat one, we do. And so if there's ammo to that, then of course we'll just do 2 stacks of ammo, 20 pistols, and 4 chest ammo, 4 double chest of ammo, 5 med kits, which I don't know what the equivalent for that would be because there's first aid in this. So, you find the first aid mod, and I can tell you what it would be. It'd probably be bandages. So we're going to change the 5 bandages. There's no med kits. And then you'll have a 1 prison with 5 cells. Your walls will be level 3. So the way we're going to do levels of walls is in the game you'll have durability. We don't have durability in Minecraft, so what we'll do is it'll be the thickness of the wall. So level 1 wall will be 3 thick, it'd be 3 wide. Level 2, and then you just add 2 every time. So for example, level 2 would be 5 wide, and level 3 would be 7 wide. And that's how we're going to do it. And then of course in the game, you'll just your base will randomly spawn stuff any more blocks from another base, but it has to be in chunks that are not loaded. But also it will be, it would also have its own unique look. Plus, it would also moderate to what land it's on. So if it's in a winter, it'll be tundra land, and it'll be like a tundra base. If it's in a desert, it'll be a desert base. So we're going to try to do our best as we can in this for that. Like I said, I'm just trying to find a good spot because most of this is all just freaking trees. There is world edit in this, so that's going to be good. I think I took the Mighty Architect out, as we didn't really need it since we had City Planner. We also have Construction 1. There is also, with the basic base, you get level 2 turrets, which I don't know what that's going to tell you. As let me find the turrets. So you won't start with, like, obviously you won't start with atomic weapons. Oh, there's rocket launchers here too. RPG is a rocket launcher, so I may even use these instead. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff, but you won't start with like that stuff. Every character starts with a backpack and some food, and they will start with a weapon. Trying to find the turrets where they went. There they are. So air, bullet, fire charge, break. I don't know what each one does. Cobble and gauze. I think that's like a medical turret, so on and so forth. So, for example, like the arrow turret would be 1, and like the bullet turret would be like 2, or like a 3 or whatever. So when I say level 2 turret, it'd be like the bullet turret. But yet when I say like a level 3 turret, it'd be like the fire charge turret. And then level 1 turrets will be the arrow turrets. However, so the basic base will have level 3 walls and level 2 turrets with a double chest full of ammo. It'll start with 30 grenades and 10 landmines, and they'll also have a mine shaft that goes 2 different directions within the mine shaft. There will also be, so in the civilized base, I'll tell you more about that as I'm creating it, because there's a lot more stuff that goes into that. The defensive base is very similar. The biggest thing is that there's 40 soldiers, so there's a little bit different stuff there. You get an extra farm in the base. You have more sergeants, and you get 20 cell prison. You get more bandages. You get more pistols. Get more RPGs. Get more shotguns. Less assault rifles. More snipers. Less grenades. More landmines. But you have a 3-directional mine shaft instead. Your turret is a level 3, and your walls are level 4. Again, you're very defensive base. And then, of course, the offensive base. And then, of course, you get more ammo, I think, on certain things and then others. Your offensive base is very similar to your defensive base, but it gets more of an offensive look. So, yeah, again, you get more soldiers beyond what you had defensive, but you have less farms. So you only have 1 farm in your base. That's not going to be enough to feed all your troops. Let's be realistic there. And then, of course, there's going to be tiers that upgrade and upgrade your military. So like if you lose your commander's gone. So you got to find a new commander. Well, you can't just make a commander. You got to promote someone to be a commander, which is going to cost you. Here's a little village. Take out the villagers and make our own people here. We're gonna just keep it a regular village, but so yeah, and then okay, that's a really cool tree, but so yeah, I mean everything's gonna cost. Now in the real game, you would have traits. Each character will have traits. For the player characters, it'll be more like a skill than a trait, but that's kind of the point. I think a desert base would be fun. That's a really small desert. Journey maps JS, right? Let's teleport back towards the beginning. See what's over here. But the biggest thing with the offensive base is you get a tank to start with. You have more grenades, less landmines. You only have a 1-directional mine shaft. Your prison's smaller, it's only 3. You only have a level 1 wall and no turrets. So you take a sacrifice on your defense when you take a offensive base. Just like when you take a defensive base, you take a hit on your offensive side. Now, civilized bases, which is what I'm doing. I'm probably going to do the town level. There's village, town, and city, and metropolis. Like I said, each have their own thing to what they're able to do, how many people generate. Now, your working class adults are going to be what's going to matter. So, adults that are working will generate income, and then how many farms you have will generate a food supply. So, if I have 10 working adults, then I would generate 5 times the income. So $50 or 50 coins of income, whatever the currency ends up being. And then we would have, gosh, I cannot find anything. This will be a longer episode, by the way. So there'd be 50 things of income. However, and all the way back down there already. Let's go back north. But in your farms, you know, and that's for a village though. So for a town, if I did a town, it'd be 10 times. So it'd be $100 of income. And then the food with the town, you're getting like, I think it's like 8 or 10 farms, I think, and it's 5 times the food that you get. So 50 food that you're getting just for your military. Now, of course, again, the things are different. So this is where the traits come into play. When you're playing, even when you have a village, your people are less likely to support you as a military. Meaning they will give you less money and they'll give you less food. However, they will have more chances to want to join your military and help you that way. And of course, the decreases of joining comes down as the choices of support goes up as you go up town, city, metropolis. Then, of course, again, your government style is going to make a huge difference. So, like a monarchy, you have a better chance of recruiting, but you have less income, less excessive income. And then democracy, it's equal both ways. It's pretty much just a generic number compared to communism. You get more income, but less chance of recruiting. That's how I set it up for now. Little camels, look at that. This is 1.16.5. That's as far as custom NPC goes. So that's as far as I can do it. And I don't really have the will or want to learn a new NPC mod. Most of it is this stupid pumpkin crap. So it looks like I just gonna have to clear out some trees. It might be kind of cool to live out in this area. But with a city, you get a 5-directional mine shaft. You have no turrets. You're level 1 wall. You have 10 grenades, no landmines. You have a 10-cell prison. You don't have as many weapons or bandages. You only have 2 farms on the inside. And the soldiers depend on how many villagers, how big your village is. Which for some reason I didn't actually write down in there, which I need to. Yeah, I need to write that down. 1 second, let me take care of that. I didn't realize I forgot that. That's a problem. So for village, you're going to have 40 soldiers. Which I don't think we do have a 40 soldiers, so we'll take it right off of the defensive side. 10 medics, 2 engineers, 20 infantry, 8 recruits. From the town side, you'll have 30 soldiers. Because again, they want to be less, remember? Because you're also getting food source from, so the farms on your base are automatically yours, but the farms in the city are actually the towns, and therefore you're getting an income from it. But yeah, you get an income from it. We don't have a 30 number, so we're going to go based off of the 25. But change it to 10 infantry. And then the city, we'll have 20 soldiers. Which again, there's not a 20 amount. So we'll take it off the 40 and divide it by 2. Everything by 2. Which will be 5 medics, 1 engineer, 10 infantry, 4 recruits, and then Metropolis would be 10 soldiers. So yeah, you get to start with, big city and big stuff, but you could go down pretty quickly if you got attacked pretty early, because you just don't have the city. The way that's going to happen, we're going to do 2 medics, 1 engineer, 12 infantry, and 5 recruits. That's 20. 2 recruits, 5 infantry. There we go. So that's what that's going to start with. For some reason, like I said, I forgot to put it in there. This would be a nice section for a base too. Not my base, but a base. So in the actual game, it would be, like I said, it has to be pre-generated. So like I'm in non-pre-generated chunks, so this is where a base would spawn, but it has to be like 300 blocks away or like something like that, like a mile away from, at least a mile away from the other base. It'll randomate from like 1 mile to 10 miles or whatever. And of course you can force the factor in the settings, just like in the settings of the actual game, you'll be able to force factors like permadeath and turn it on or off. And then of course you can permadeath certain ones. So like, okay, I don't want to permadeath my character or my next to kin characters, or my kin characters, which are kin characters, Sims. That was what I was thinking about here. Your kin characters would be anybody from your 10th cousins or so on and so forth, to your grandmother, to your grandchildren. You can turn permadeath off for that and your characters, but you can keep it on for NPCs, or vice versa, or just turn it on just for your kin, not NPCs or yourself, or just turn it on for yourself and not NPCs or kin. So there would be three different categories you can turn on and off for permadeath, but then you can also turn them. It's also based on I think I found my space, but it's also based on your location, or not location. My bad. It's based on your settings. Now, the default setting is all of them are permadeath on. Oh, this is a birch forest right here. This would be pretty nice. Right next to the nether thing too. Won't be really going to the nether, but get some good loot there. I think I'm going to set up my base around here somewhere. I can make like a nether city base. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. We're going to go this way a little bit here. Take the high ground. I'm only building a town, so actually probably would work nicely. Yep, okay, this is what we're building. Sorry that took forever, guys, to explain all that and also find my place. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, gosh. Oh, that's not how you do that. Give me a stick. Find me a stick real quick. Gosh. Oops, that didn't work. Like I spelled today. Can I just click on it? Okay, I can. Nice. There it is. // wand. That's what I needed. Okay. We want to clear out. It's just a little too high, so we'll clear out from. Give me this. Oh, that's 75. Okay. Ooh, that's a 78. I guess that would be upward. Okay. That's how you do that. I forgot for a second there. Replace air. Take all those stupid trees. Individually take these down. Okay. This is where our base is starting at. Replace air. Isn't it nice that you can just do that? That's so cool. Alright, nice. Okay. Which actually I can really do this whole thing over here. Ta-da. What I can do is this. Place air, grass. Oops. Block. Ooh, why didn't it? Oh, because the grass thing's in there. Because I specified just the air. Which you have to specify air if you want to replace air. That's just how that works in this game. Okay. I think we're about ready for build. So glad there's world edit in this. It's going to make it so much easier. I'm so glad I put world edit in this. When I didn't even know world edit. I knew it existed. I just didn't know how to use it until my friends showed me. One of my friends got on and was like, "Hey, we're gonna teach you how to use world edit." I was like, "Cool." So ever since then, I've really just learned how to use it. Okay. Let me take a drink of my tea real quick, and we'll get going here. Tastes good. Okay. So I'm actually going to start with the farm because I want to make sure that we are building from the farm would be easiest. Personally thinking. So if we take, I want the base to be more central here, so we put the farm, let's say here, and each farm is going to be 4 blocks from the source. Like so. Like this. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be considered what a farm is. At least for this. Now, of course, I might build on different levels and make things a little bit more interesting here, but I just kind of flatten it out to make it a little bit easier for myself. At least for this starting part. Now, all the build episodes will be pretty long, so I want to go ahead and specify that. Now, I'm starting with the civilized base, and there's 2 farms within the base. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to create a 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I want to do more than that because I want to actually make it to where a fence. Ooh, these picket fences are kind of cool. We're in the birch land, so we're gonna get a birch. Those fences came from what's it called? The Christmas thing. Well, let's see here. Oopsie. Mistakes were made. What am I doing? Sitting here individually clicking on all. I'll make it quicker. Okay, do I like this fence better, or do I like this fence better? I think I like the picket better, to be honest. Well, that's cool. Alright, what we're going to do is get a lantern. See? Put the lanterns down. Oopsie. There we go. Now, if I do this right, if I take this and this, right? That thing acted up for a second, so hold on. I messed up anyways. I need to copy up here. And I go to here. Copy. Directly in front of it. Okay. So I go here. I'm going to rotate it 180 because of the direction it was facing, because I want the gate to be here. Nice. Love it. This is how you use wood, guys. It's a very useful tool. Okay. So now we need path. How about road? What do we got for road? What if I... Okay, what is this doing? Like, if this is what they're considering road, I'm not happy at all. Like, that's a terrible road. Like, I got rid of my simple path for that. Replace. There we go. I'll take care of that. So now we have level 1 walls. They're going to be 3 thick. Let's see what options they provide. I only want that. So for these walls, what we're going to do is we're going to take concrete, because I think they look cooler. So concrete. And then we're going to create our special thing that we need to create here. So I want this to be like 5 from the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wall. We're going to need a ladder. Use the spruce one. No, we're going to use the birch one because we're in the birch lands, that's right. From the center of it is where I want to take it from. Okay. And give me this wand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that'd be a good number. I know it's a very generic, basic wall, but it is what it is. I mean, how do you expect a military wall ain't going to be really aesthetic by any means? The pigs are making farmland. That's kind of cool. do is, I don't think I want the half slabs. I think I wanted this. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. So that ain't gonna work out very well that way. Supposed to, but I'm not sure what happened there. Probably if I would have done... Yeah, there it is. And then I could have done that. There we go. So this is what I meant 3 wide. So yeah, you're only gonna have 1 walking space, but this is what a level 1 wall is going to look like. Now, this is where usually a turret would go, but there's not going to be a turret. So this is going to go actually 1 past the actual marker. I want to go all the way down. Yeah, so this is going to go 1 past the actual marker of the wall. So why the wall will continue like so. For the most of them, this thing is going to stop here. Or not stop here, but build here. Now, of course, each size would be different based on the location of which they're at. So, for example, on this one just happens to be in a weird shape, and that's why it's like this. It'll be at the same level. And like I said, this is where your turrets would go. Which then turret level would actually be higher. So then your turrets would actually sit like here. See, they have walkway. That's where your turrets would actually sit. Is right there. But yeah, again, this is, you know, the civilized base. We're not going to have one. So now, if I decide to well, let's just do it this way. It wants to be faster. We'll set up a ladder here. I want multiple accesses to get up to the top. See, and just like that, got the wall up. Oops. Up here comes another section where we're going to have the really odd Ooh, we're going to have to have some fun on this one. Okay. I think I'm only going to go 3 out on this one for this level of the turret. I just want to make sure I have enough room first, so we'll try it and then we'll see. There with concrete. Oh, mapper. Gotta do mapper first. Concrete wall. Oops. Fix these 2 walls in particular. Yeah, we're gonna have to go a little bit bigger. Oh, we gotta go bigger on the inside, that's right. So we go up like this. Come back in. This should be big enough. Good. We'll do it that way. And actually gonna... Ooh, what the frick? My arm just twitched for a second there. That one's gonna have 2 on that side. Okay, perfect. Now this one is where things are gonna get a little bit creative here. So now we gotta get a little... I think we're gonna have to do... Yeah, so we're going to have to do an extra spot. So that's actually going to come out like this. So now we can actually do it like this. And then we got to take it from here. Oops, we gotta go ahead and do this. Yep, I want to need an extra block from here. We're going to take an extra one from back here as well. That should offset. We're going to take another one. Oops. Okay. So eventually this should offset easily for us. There we go. And then we want the same thing down here. Just gotta keep messing with it until we figure it out. I think it was offset of 2 that we had to create. Nope, it was an offset of 3. It is what it is. And again, we want it 5 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bingo. Is where we want this wall to actually end up at. Because that's where the ladder will be. it's going to hug that corner. So this is actually going to work out pretty well for us. We do it like so. Oops, almost messed that up. Bad thing is you can't, with Extraction 1, if you mess up, you gotta delete it self-flee. Or do the world edit and just clear it out, but you can't really, there's no delete on with the wand. Which is kinda stupid, to be honest. But it is what it is. Okay. That should take care of that. That weird corner. Also providing protection on our walls. My question is, do I want to cut it off there or keep going this way? And that's a good question. Which, by this point, I think an hour is a good stop for episode 1. It gives me a little bit of a chance to take a break. And then this will be the first part of episode 1.1. So if you don't want to see the build stuff, just wait for episode 2 to come out, and we should have more stuff to do. If you don't, watch episode 1.1. The releases of the videos, so episodically, hopefully the releases will be every week on Mondays. However, the decimal episodes, which is the 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 4.6, whatever they end up being, will be on Tuesday through Thursdays at the normal time of Minecraft that it normally releases. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to Recon Gaming. Over and out.